Hi, so we're here with Whit, and it's the last day of South by Southwest Interactive. And Whit, you've been doing the project for several days now, so are you tired?
Yeah, I am, but it's great. You get down here early in the morning. I hit it real early. I'll usually try to get down here by 6:30 or 7 and just walk around and kind of drink it all in. It's exciting. It's really almost too much to take in, and this is my first year to do it.
Cool. Do you think you'll do it again?
Definitely. I may not have the connections next year that I had this year, so I've got to try to start working on that now. But it's a great place for networking. You get those connections started, and you work right on through them throughout the year. Work with journalists, you work with tech people, you get involved in event people. It's really hard to keep up with. It's changed my outlook on tech, for one thing, because you come to realize how much tech touches. Like I was talking about with the archive thing, we're talking about maybe digitizing all of the newspapers in the state of Texas that were printed before 1923. Now, some of these things are deteriorating, and were it not for the tech aspect of being able to preserve these, we would end up losing this stuff forever. So photographic archives, old photographs, being able to relate those photographs to geolocations, it's all a matter of tech. So watching this convergence has just been a real eye-opener, and I'm so excited to try to figure out what else can converge.
Jordan, this has been your first year attending South by, is that right?
Yes, first year.
Cool. Was it what you expected?
Yes, I guess because we did so much work leading up to it, and everyone was talking about how crazy it is and how exciting it is. Talk loud.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I guess it is kind of what I expected, but you don't realize just how crazy everything is, how fast everything moves. I mean, the first day I was here, I remember looking at my clock and it was like 9:30 and I was heading to my first panel, and then all of a sudden it was 3 o'clock and we were starting to wrap the day up. So it definitely moves quickly and it's really fast paced, but I like that a lot.
Were you able to make some good connections during South by?
Yeah, hopefully. I think last night at the taco party, actually, I talked to a bunch of really cool people. I talked to some of the students from Indiana that were here also from South by, and that's a good picture. I also talked to someone who has been working and coming to South by and had a panel yesterday, so I kind of got to hear her side from like the presenter point of view, and everything's been really exciting. Everyone's really, really nice and friendly and willing to talk to you. So
Cool. And what would you say was your biggest takeaway from the conference? If you had to pick one thing.
If I had to pick one thing, it would probably be that there are so many more ways to go into this area of work than you would ever realize. I think you kind of think like, okay, I'm either going to work in social media, I'm going to work in PR, I'm going to work in journalism, I'm going to work in advertising, but really it all combines so much, and there's so many little niche areas that you could fill, in any job, working anywhere. So don't expect to go somewhere. Just keep your options open and be willing to go wherever opportunities lead you.
So Monique, it's the last day of South by. It's the last day of our South by SXTXState project. What would you say has been your biggest takeaway or your favorite thing about the conference so far?
Man, it's a lot. I think just in general, how everybody is so not just nice, but willing to sit down and talk with you and hey, where are you from? And you should come to this party and all of that. I think that's something that's really great. That's different than a lot of other conferences. But as far as the speakers, also everybody's really young, and that's just really inspiring. Makes you want to go out and do something with your life. So.
Would you say that it's changed you in any way? Maybe did you have a different impression about what it would be like versus what it actually was?
I'm really not sure what I expected. I knew it would be pretty crazy. I think really, and Cindy talked about this in class, it just gives you, it amps you up to keep going, It's mid-semester and you're kind of I'm tired of hearing about all this stuff, but it's just really you're around a lot of people who feel the same way you do about everything, and it's just inspiring.
The biggest thing I learned about this was not to be shy. Really get out there and be aggressive with talking to people.
Were you able to make some really good connections during the conference, do you think?
I was actually. I made a bunch of business cards, and I am out. The gaming journalist guys from the Interactive Canon, they cleaned me out of my business cards, so that was really interesting.
I don't know, I would just say kind of roll with the punches, you know? Like, some panels aren't as great as you thought they might be, and just go to a different one. It's not that big of a deal. Interview random people on the street. Just make it work. Bring
energy drinks. Make sure your laptop is charged, because I didn't the first day. You're not going to be able to prepare enough, so just try to roll with it, have fun.
Okay.
Get plenty of rest. Keep a real open mind. If you're big into tech, this is going to be your mecca. If you're not big into tech, it will become your mecca. This is, you can say I'm an older guy, I'm a non-traditional student. I'm pretty set in my ways and tend to be a little bit curmudgeonly, but this has been just such a wonderful experience. It's been just a real blast, and I'm looking forward to getting up here next year somehow.